You ever heard the saying like, "Oh, life is like a game of chess." You ever heard of that before? And it's like, "Oh, you gotta pick your moves. You gotta choose. You gotta play the right moves, right?" There's a flaw in that.
What do you mean?
So the reason why I say that is because I actually disagree with the statement like life is like a game of chess. I think life is like a game of poker. And the reason why I say that is because the dealer will deal you with a set of cards. You sometimes will have really good hand. Sometimes you have a really shitty hand. That's your life. That's your card, right? Professional pokers can still win the game with a shitty hand. Why is that, right? Like how is that impossible? That's the same thing in life, right? Get a shitty hand of cards, but you can still make it to or become the person you want to become.
You can still win.
You can still win the game. So obviously it's about the process, it's about how you get there, but it's the idea that when you have those set of hands, you are in charge of your cards and you have to play the right cards, make the right decisions so that you can win the game. Right? What, you're just gonna let this deck of cards decide your fate for the rest of the game? Like for the rest of the game, that's a long ass time, bro. Like you're just gonna sit there, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna play the next round. What you mean the next round, yo? You're gonna go what are you, afterlife? Like what you talking about? You have one game, you have one shot. Like what are you gonna do, right?
Yo.
So what are your thoughts on that?
No, I love that because I think I heard that quote like a few years ago, and I still live by that quote till this day, bro.
Oh, actually,
I still
nice.
live that. I still live by that quote till this day. I don't like talking about this a lot because I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me or anything. But I was not born with like the best cards. Like my left eye, I pretty much can't see. Like if you were to cover my right eye, I can't really see much. Like only my fingers can't really do much. And for a lot of my life, I let that hold me back. Basically, like, yo, I have a shitty hand. I'm not even, bro. What's the point of even playing this game, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't even have a jack, queen, king, ace, or two. You think I'm gonna win this? Like,
yeah.
What's the point, bro?
Right.
And like, I didn't even know this. It's not like I'm consciously making this decision of I don't want to play this game anymore. But it's just, it's. I feel like as human beings, we were designed for survival. And we weren't necessarily we weren't designed to win. You know what I mean? We weren't designed for survival.
That's
I feel
true.
like for a lot of our bad habits, we beat ourselves up over it. Like, everyone has bad habits.
Yeah.
Like, no
Oh, yeah,
one's
big time.
Mr. Perfect or
Yeah.
Mrs. Perfect.
Yeah.
Everyone has bad habits. This is a hot take, maybe. But I feel like you're supposed to have bad habits, bro. Like
That's the point, yeah.
You were designed for survival, and again, not everyone has the best hand, and there's a certain reason why certain people act a certain way, or make certain decisions. It's not like we want to, you know what I mean? I think a really good example of this, like this is not. I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I'm not gonna even say what race or whatever, just to not make this racist. But
Okay.
have you ever been in a situation where you've seen kids act up?
Oh yeah, big time, yeah.
But it's not like they're consciously trying to act that way.
You mean that's more of their natural instinctive reaction, like their reaction?
Maybe it's the way they react or respond based off of the experiences in their life. Maybe they didn't get the attention. Maybe they didn't necessarily have leaders in their life to teach them or give them a different perspective.
So, you're saying like a nature versus nurture? Okay.
Because there's been situations where I've seen kids act up where they be like screaming in public spaces, on the train, or acting up and like bothering and being a menace to society.
Menaces. Yeah. Okay.
But it's not like they're doing it on purpose. Maybe something happened in their life, or maybe all the experiences that led up to where they are currently, that was just their way of survival. That was just their way of
That's a
of,
good
of
way.
living.
That's a good way to look
You know
at
what
it.
I mean?
So you're saying not just in kids, but also in adults too.
Even in adults, yeah.
Yeah, I do agree.
For example, let's say someone that is overweight. I'm not trying to fat shame anyone or anything, but let's
Yeah.
say, as an example, someone that's a little bit overweight. Maybe for a lot of their life, I'm not saying there's everyone that's overweight, but maybe for a lot of their life, every single time they faced struggle, every single time they faced uncomfort, that was the only way out, food. Because that's the only thing that brought them comfort.
Oh.
They know they need to lose weight. They know they've been wanting to lose weight. But it's something that that was their way of life for like 20, 30 years. You know how hard that is to just all of a sudden change that all of a sudden?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can tell me to start a diet. You can tell me to work out. But I have 20 to 30 years of this way of living. And that's the only way I've known up to this. The only way I knew how to live life up to this point in my life. I think what I'm trying to go at this is sometimes you just gotta go through it and face it. For example, with my eye condition and everything, like I always knew that like that was like what was holding me back. Like that was always the story for I couldn't do something. For example,
Oh really?
growing up with sports,
Oh.
bro, I can't play. I can't even see that ball, bro. How you want me to play, bro? You know what I mean? Or video games.
Oh.
Bro, I can't even see the opponent, bro. Like, how you want me? I don't even know what's on the screen. How you want me to play?
Oh.
Yo, this might be a little bit vulnerable, but every single time, it's like a group game,
Oh.
and everyone's like, "Well, you're so ass, bro." Bro, I can't even see the. I don't even know which player is me, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro,
And
that's
everyone's just grilling me. I'm just like, but I don't want to tell them.
Damn, I
about
didn't
my
even
thing,
You
know
know,
what I mean?
honestly, like when I was looking back at it now, like whenever we play games,
Yo.
now I know why you're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out.
But that's
I
not.
never, I never,
But
I
that's
didn't even
not
know. Yeah.
me purposely saying. That's just
Yeah.
the way I had to survive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like I'm purposely saying, "Nah, I'm not playing, bro."
Yeah.
But it's just up to up to this point in my life. Every single time we play games, that's just how I had to survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
If we playing Smash, forget it, bro.
Oh my god, forget it. The
I don't-
screen is moving like
I don't even
100
know
times.
who is me, bro.
The background moving, the fucking platform is moving.
That
Yeah,
ass,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. But it's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
That ass.
Yeah.
But I feel like you gotta go through this, like whatever card that you're dealt, that might not be the quote unquote the best. Maybe it's a disability. Maybe something happened in your life. Maybe the way you grew up. I feel like life is gonna play out the way it will. I'm not big on like being religious or like fate or any of that stuff, but I feel like life will show you these signs, and you will go through certain experiences where you will learn these things.
You know, that's some of the things that I've. You know how like I was going to church. Like I'm gonna piggyback off of that in
Yeah.
a sec. You know how like I've been going to church with Vaughn.
Yeah.
So there's a new concept that I was learning about.
Yeah.
It's called surrendering yourself, right? For those that are not religious, it's like the idea of that. There's only so much things you can control in your life,
Yeah.
and you basically just let fate take over. I'm not saying just completely give up on life and let whatever happens.
Yeah.
But what it's saying is that the universe will give you these little signs, like when you surrender yourself,
Yeah.
and once you notice these little things, once you capitalize on them, you can turn them into something more beautiful.
Yeah. 100%. The first sign I saw about that, cause dude, I'm not gonna hold you. Up to my teenage years, like I did not think highly of myself.
Oh really?
Like up to my like in middle school, high school, I would always be like the silent kid, the kid that would be in the corner during recess. Bro, I can't even play. I can't even do none of those things. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna put myself in the situation to play that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna get hit, bro. You know what I mean? But my first sign was when we went to Ecuador, bro.
Oh.
My first sign was when we helped renovate like a community center. And as we were leaving, I just remember all of them crying there. I'm like, damn, we made an impact on their lives, bro. Like, sure, I might not be able to see out of my left eye, or sure, I might face a disability where I can't do certain things, but I can still make an impact on other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And till this very day, that sign has always stuck with me.
Oh,
And
really?
that's why I love providing value to other people, whether this is through content, whether this is through fitness, whether this is through human connection, whether this is helping people where I can with the experiences I've been through.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow. That's really powerful.
But that is something you can't just all of a sudden you wake up and like you have an epiphany moment.
no.
You know what I mean?
No.
And no one can tell you nothing or scream at you to like that don't happen. But certain things, it might pan out. It might pan out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think like you said, I feel like when I was growing up, I never I never knew myself. Like I never really know myself, because first I came from China when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
So you're still learning about the world, right? You're still learning about the world. Like you don't know yourself yet at the time because you're a kid. Like
And you're a kid.
what do you
too.
know, right?
Yeah.
So you're still learning about the world, and two different cultures, like two different places. So what you know in China is what you know then, and now you have to learn what you know in the U.S. as a kid. I was like 9, 10 at the time, and you're learning all these different things. You're learning about pop culture, like the Y2K stuff, right?
As a
Yeah.
someone from China too.
Like Justin
Yeah.
Bieber, you got Jay-Z, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. You're learning all these different things,
Yo.
right? And your peers influence how you think too. Like you're growing up, you're playing basketball, you're trying to fit in,
Yo.
and you don't know yourself because you're getting hit by I'm not hit, but like you're taking in all these different things. Like you're learning all these different things.
Yo.
So that's why growing up, like, when I was a kid, I was like, I don't know who I am. That's why I was listening to a lot of Spanish music, I love those experiences because that's what made who I am.
That literally made you who you are today.
Yeah, those experiences, influenced and, made me appreciate the things that I grew up. So, anyways, going back to high school, right? Yeah, that's all you knew. That's all you think is that you knew, and you think you know who you are. You really don't, and
Yo.
and I don't even think I realized that until recently.
Yo.
Yeah, it's like you learn about all these different things as a kid and growing up, and then you take it all in. And you're like, damn, like who am I as a person? Like what? Because you start to understand like what you want to do in life.
Yo.
By default, you will start to ask yourself some more questions. Right?
Yo.
It's gonna happen.
Yo.
Yeah, that's why people go through quarter life crisis.
Yo. As
So-
you were talking about that,
Yeah.
well, first off, I appreciate you for sharing that because I didn't know that. Like,
Yeah.
I was born here, so I can only imagine like
Yeah.
going to a different country as a kid, bro.
You trying to fit in, yo?
As a kid, you're just thrown in the system, bro.
Like you literally, I was literally injected into the freaking school in like less than a weekend, bro.
Like he was that kid,
Bro.
he was that new kid in class that didn't speak a lick of English.
Mind you, the first day I went to a school, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a day to visit. The
Yo.
principal was like, all right, you come with me. And I was like, oh, we're gonna go visit the class. He's like, all right, here you go. I'm like, what you mean here I go? I'm like, that's it?
Bro, I was like, yo, this is my third day in the country, bro.
It's midday, bro. Like 12 p.m. What you mean? What you mean?
You just injected into class.
Longest 2 hours of my life. Mind you, class ends at 2:30. Longest 2 hours of my life.
Yo.
I had 2 periods that day. It was
Yo.
class before lunch, and a class after lunch.
Yo.
But that day felt forever.
Yo.
So you get injected in there. So you just like, oh, that's it. Time to learn.
Yo.
And yeah. So it's tough.
Yo. And as you were talking about that, the first thing that came to mind was, yo, yes, I have some insight of who I am, but there's a part of me that still doesn't feel like I know who I am yet, bro.
That's all good, man. We're all learning about. you know, we're all learning about, you know, our own journey at the end of the day. So the sometimes, not saying this will happen, but some people don't know themselves until they're like 50,
Yo,
and then they realize like, yeah, I don't. That's it. I don't want to do this anymore.
yo. But this is why I think it's important to keep an open mind and stay curious.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you've heard this before.
Yeah.
Even grown ass adults.
Grown
People will be
ass
like,
adults.
I can't do that. Dude, like, up to this point in my life, I can't do that. I'm gonna call myself out with playing games. I'd be saying that too. Like, yo, I'd never play games for 20 something years. I'll not play games, bro.
You know why people think like that too? It's because going back to what you're saying, that's your instinct.
Instinct.
That's
yo.
your instinct of protection.
Yo.
They go back to that, and then they back off of it.
And that's what's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yo.
You have your cars, and you're afraid to make that move because you know that there is a risk that comes with it.
Yo.
Because there might be a chance that, you know, in poker, right? You're playing with like other people.
Yo.
There's a chance that you might not, you know, get the outcome that you want.
Yo.
So it's okay to feel like that. You know,
Yo.
it's okay to feel that way,
Yo.
and that's why people have that reaction or have that instinctive, you know, response.
Yo.
So,
And yo, your life can change drastically, even in your 20s, your 30s, maybe even your 40s, your 50s. Like,
yeah,
you never know.
yeah, you never know. Who knows where life will take you, right?
You
So-
never know. So for you, I'm curious to know, what is that story that has always held you back? Maybe you got a disability. Maybe you came to a different country at a really young age. Maybe you come to a different country as a grown-ass adult.
Oh,
Dude, I can only imagine for our parents. Dude, imagine you a grown-ass adult, like 20-something, 30 years old.
you already have a fixed perspective on
Yo.
life, like from whatever happened in the past.
So imagine right now who you are right now. You just all of a sudden you gotta go to a different. You're not just visiting, bro. Like you moving there, bro. You starting a whole new life in a different
That's
country
tough, yo. That's tough.
without knowing the language, with no money, with nothing, bro.
That's pretty tough. Like I like you know, like nowadays it's a little easier, but
Nowadays it should be
from our
easier,
parents'
yeah.
perspective,
Yo,
it's tough.
from the village to New York to the jungle.
Now I know why they work so hard. Yeah.
OD.
Yeah.
OD,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's actually insane, and they're willing to work.
That's
Till this age.
They don't have nothing to lose. Yeah.
They
Well, they
don't.
have a lot to lose. Not
Yo.
nothing to lose. They have a lot to
Yo.
lose. So they have to work.
No, I even asked my parents this because I'm like, yo, how y'all like 50 something and y'all still have this drive?
What did they say?
My mom said, yo, I'm grateful to be able to work.
Oh.
I'm like, so do you ever want to go back? Would you ever go back and live in China? I said, no. Like this is, even though it can suck and I have to grind, like I'd much rather have this than living in the village back then.
Oh.
Like she sees it as a privilege to be able to, because here in America, you like sure she might disagree with some of the political stuff and like how the government is set up, but yo, she has the in China you will not have this many opportunities to be able to create a better future and a better life for you, your family, and your future kids, bro.
I think as an immigrant too, it's pretty evident that you have a lot of opportunities, take advantage of them, and I can see why she said what she said.
Yo,
Wow.
and this is even for us. Like we don't have it all figured out either.
No, we're still learning as we go. So
Yo.
yeah, whatever life takes us, that's where we're gonna head to.
Yo, so any gamers out there, if y'all have the patience to be willing to teach me some things, yo, put me on, yo.
Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yo, teach me how to play Smash, bro.
Yo, the platform be moving. That's all I gotta say, yo.
We gotta start off with 2 people. Because if it's like 4, 6 heads, there's no shot, bro.
Yeah, you don't even know yo, it's gonna be like.
And mind you, all of y'all are pros at this. Like y'all be like throwing some shit at me. I'm like, where you get that from? How you even do that,
Yo,
bro?
I love playing Smash, yo.
Like how you even do that, bro? That's
My
crazy.
trick is I just master one character and I just use it.
That's what y'all be doing, yo.
Like I just get good at one character and I just fucking. Yeah, that's it.
No
Yeah.
wonder, bro.
That's it. That's the trick.